Hey everyone, welcome back to Have a Beer with Erik. This is review number 63, and for today we have something I picked up from a local bottle shop. This is Untitled Art by, wait, is this a brewery? Oh yeah, so sorry. This is Untitled Art, it's actually the brewery, and they've been doing a bunch of collaborations with other breweries recently and canning and distributing all over the place. I know that in San Diego we've been getting a bunch of them. Their main focus has been stouts recently, and so for this one it's a collaboration with Cerebral, and it's a chocolate macaroon Imperial Stout, and it is 12%. It says contains coconut and natural flavors, brewed and canned by Untitled Art and Cerebral Brewing. So this is as somebody that has had some amazing macaroon beers this year, I have high expectations out of this beer. I don't think I've heard anything special about this line of the Untitled Arts, but hopefully it's a good one. Without further ado, let's go. There we go, getting a good amount of head due to the hard pour. Let's slow down a bit. And it should be good enough. And right off the bat, I actually get a lot of smell from the chocolate malts. I get a kind of like all the roasted malts in there, like that little sweetness that that malt provides, and I get some chocolate, just chocolate as well, and tiny hints of coconut. Let's get up close. Wow, up close it actually smells a lot like coconut. It smells pretty strong, and just a bit of a hint of the chocolate in there. But the coconut definitely overtakes the whole aroma. So I'm hoping this is going to be a very coconut forward beer. So let's see what we get out of this. Cheers, guys. Hmm. It actually has a very strong coconut presence, but it mixes kind of weirdly with the chocolate and the malts. It's kind of almost perfumey. It's very strong, but like in like aromatic presence, but in your mouth it's kind of weird to describe, but kind of like when you get overwhelmed by smell. That's kind of what I'm getting, but in my mouth. That's interesting. Now I'm getting a lot of that malty sweetness out of the beer, but also the coconut is still very vibrant, very strong, but not like in a sweet way. It's interesting. It's I don't know. I don't know how to describe this. The way that I'm tasting this coconut. Um, I don't think it feels like it mixes that well with the chocolate and the malts. And the chocolate is very faded. It kind of gets lost in the battle between like the coconut and the malts, and like it's a weird, like kind of like it doesn't match pretty well. There's no more information on this on here. Oh, this sometimes it depends on whether you use either raw coconut or roasted coconut or toasted, depending on the process that you use the coconut, or the amount of coconut that you used, or what kind of chocolate, if you did like dark chocolate or cocoa nibs. Not entirely sure what they used here, but it just seems like the whatever type of coconut they use doesn't exactly mix that well with the malt profile for me. Yeah, it's gonna have a maybe in a even like a bit of a like licorice in there. That's weird. I don't think I'm a big fan of this beer. I'm sad because when I see macaroons, there's been a lot of really good macaroons beer this year. Like the Monsters Park Espresso Macaroon by Modern Times, or the macaroons before dying, or the barrel aged macaroons before dying from North Park Brewing, and usually with those the coconut is very smooth, very present. With the espresso macaroons, it's a nice like a coffee addition to it, where it feels like a dipping a macaroon into some coffee and then taking a bite. Um, and then the macaroons before dying is more like a fresh coconut. Um, Weirdly with like a little like hint of mint for me, but this is kind of a cloying type of coconut where it doesn't go too well with the beer itself. So it's kind of disappointed. And I was also looking forward to it because of the collaborating brewery Cerebral, and I really like Cerebral. They're a great brewery in Denver, and I guess I've never actually looked up Untitled Art or any of their collaborations. And this one was canned in July 16th, so it's been around 2 months. So it shouldn't be bad. Like stouts can endure a long time, so maybe this beer might have been way better fresh. I'm not entirely sure, but I just don't really get the vibe that I was thinking about when thinking about macaroons and this beer. I may be starting to get spoiled by all the good beer that we have in San Diego, but also I'm not really getting the vibe that I wanted out of this beer. Hmm. But speaking of coconut, I just had we just had the members only the evening of the Ultras at Modern Times. The Point Loma location one was about 2 weeks ago, and then the this past Sunday night was the one in Portland, Santa Barbara, and also which one was it? I think on Just Encinitas, and then today Tuesday is the one over in LA. And I got my flight of the MT Ultra Coffee, MT Ultra Vanilla, and MT Ultra Coconut, along with the Rye Dragon Mask Vanilla. And the Ultra Coconut was definitely the standout. Super coconutty, but kind of like fresh coconut. And it's like a mix of like fresh coconut along with like chocolate milk, or like kind of like coconut milk, very smooth, very nice base. And then the vanilla one was more kind of like a marshmallowy, kind of like a icing, like cake icing. And then the coffee one was really good as well. It has like a cold brew concentrate and espresso shots, and I can't remember, and just like another type of coffee as well. So it's super coffee. It's really nice. And the Rye Dragon Mask Vanilla has like a good amount of vanilla and like some rye character to it, make it a little a spice in there, a nice barrel character, so it balances out the vanilla. It was a great flight overall, and they even had a extra pours for sale, and my friend got some extra pours, and I was able to drink out of his beer because he wasn't gonna finish it. So I got a bunch of ultra coconut in there, which is awesome. So it was a great weekend, and I think maybe that's also why I'm a bit disappointed by this beer, by the coconut in this beer. But I think that for a rating, I might give this maybe like a 3.25. It's I can drink it. It's surprisingly very smooth for 12%, but I don't think that the flavors go really well together. So it might just be a base that they use with a bunch of different adjuncts. So I don't know if they rotate the base or they change it as they rotate the adjuncts, but just for me, it doesn't quite hit the mark that I wanted. So I think around a 3.25 like lets you know of how the coconut kind of clashes with the malt bill rather than blending together nicely. So yeah, until then, I think that this might be it for my review. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram. Follow me on or add me on Untapped. It's Sky49. My Instagram's Have a Beer with Erik. Follow me and leave comments in my videos. Let me know if you have any recommendations for me to try. And until then, I'll see you guys later.